The unspoken horrors? Medical experiments you prayed weren't real for centuries. Humanity has pushed the boundaries of knowledge, driven by an insatiable curiosity, a relentless desire to conquer disease, to defy death itself. We laud the pioneers, the discoverers, those who illuminate the path forward. But what of the shadows? What of the experiments conducted not in the blinding light of public scrutiny, but in the suffocating darkness of forgotten chambers? Under the silent gaze of those who believed the ends justified the most horrifying means, we know the names. Unit 731, Mengel's twins, Tuskegee. These are the monstrous monuments in the history of medical depravity, etched into our collective consciousness. But tonight, we're not speaking of those well-worn paths to terror. The results, as you might imagine, were not joyous breakthroughs. Patients often descended into deeper catatonia, violent fits of terror, or a terrifying hysterical laughter that was anything but therapeutic. Some suffered permanent hearing damage. Others simply broke, their minds unable to reconcile the forced joy with their internal suffering, simply shut down. Finch, in his twisted pursuit of a cure, believed these outcomes were merely temporary setbacks or resistant cases. His work, eventually discredited and largely forgotten, serves as a chilling reminder of the fine line between innovation and outright cruelty. Late 19th century, a time of grand scientific ambition, but also profound ignorance regarding the human mind. The common belief, madness was often a blockage, a stagnation of vital humors. The cure often just as crude as the diagnosis. Tonight, we delve into the unspoken, the whisperings in dusty archives, the footnotes in forgotten journals, specifically, laughter. Finch theorized that prolonged, forced laughter could shake loose the melancholic humors, resetting the brain's equilibrium. His clinic, nestled in a quiet, isolated corner of the countryside, became the crucible for what he termed chillingly laughter therapy, intensification. The experiments so bizarre, so morally bankrupt, that they were deliberately scrubbed from official records, leaving only a lingering chill for those who stumble upon their faint echoes. These are the tales you prayed weren't real. Segment 1, The Laughter Cure. Our journey begins in an era where the lines between mental illness and social deviance were hopelessly blurred. Enter Dr. Alistair Finch, a man obsessed with the therapeutic potential of emotion. His method was simple, yet grotesque. Patients suffering from severe depression, anxiety, and even some forms of schizophrenia were subjected to what he called the jovial confinement apparatus. Essentially, they were restrained in a chair and large. Custom-built phonograph horns were positioned directly beside their ears. For hours, sometimes days, a continuous loop of extremely high-pitched, almost manic laughter recordings played at deafening volumes. Finch believed the sheer volume and relentless repetition would force the brain into a state of mirth. Overcoming its internal despair,